Life is a long journey that has its share of ups and downs. You can be happy one moment and find yourself in trouble the next. It's all part of the adventure called life. However, if you are too afraid to face the challenges, you will lose even the little happiness you have in your life. Our today's story is about a person who lost hope in life after suffering from 7 deadly diseases at the age of just 24. But she refused to give up and tried everything until her doctor suggested her timeline therapy. What happened next left everyone in shock. So stick with us till the end to know what happened to the woman after drinking a glass of water every day for 10 days. Before we begin, please take some time to subscribe to my channel. Support me so I can make more videos like this for you. With that said, let's get started. A 24-year-old girl named Diana woke up one morning and felt like there was something wrong with her health. She could feel something unusual and negative happening inside her body. Even though it was difficult to explain, she knew that something was seriously wrong with her. And since she was worried, she decided to visit her family doctor. After examining her, her doctor prescribed her some medicine for what he thought was a viral infection. It's probably some kind of virus. This can happen to anyone. You'll be fine in a few days, he said. Reassured by the doctor's words, Diana returned home. However, as the days went by, instead of getting better, Diana's condition worsened. What was supposed to be a mild viral infection had turned into something much worse. Her health continued to deteriorate, and eventually she had no choice but to return to her doctor, who was now perplexed by her condition. He decided to send her for some tests, which revealed the shocking news. She had 7 rare diseases. Diana was devastated when she heard the news, because she had never expected to be struck by such a large number of diseases. How would she live the rest of her life with these diseases? Diana asked herself. While thinking about her situation, Diana began to cry. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't stop crying. As she cried, she remembered the good times she had spent with her friends and family. She wondered if she would ever be able to enjoy such moments again. All she could think about was how she was going to die. Unfortunately, the doctors were unable to offer her any treatment options because each of the diseases was so unique that treating them would require a different set of treatments. Not only that, but the medicines for those diseases were also very expensive. In addition to being physically unwell, Diana was also emotionally exhausted. Everyone around her, including her close friends and family, treated her as if she were already dead. They did not believe that Diana would be able to survive with 7 deadly diseases. They believed that it was only a matter of time before she died. Even her own parents gave up on her treatment, believing that it was pointless to continue. Diana felt as if she were completely alone in this world, as if no one cared about her or wanted her to live. She became depressed and lay in bed all day doing nothing. However, Diana was a fighter. Despite the fact that she was tired of fighting for her life, she refused to give up. She wanted to live, but she needed someone to show her that it was possible. When she was completely broken and hopeless, her doctor suggested an alternative therapy to her. I know you're sick and tired of taking these pills, but trust me, this new therapy will work wonders for you, he said. Diana agreed to try the new therapy without asking any questions. The therapy was timeline therapy, which required Diana to drink a glass of water every day for 10 days. She had to do this every day for 10 days, and no one was sure whether it would work or not. But Diana was willing to try anything to improve her condition. Every day she would wake up early in the morning and drink a glass of water on an empty stomach. Then she would wait and see how her body reacted to the water. At first, she noticed no difference in her health, and she was beginning to wonder if this therapy was even worth it. But she kept at it, determined to see it through to the end. As the days passed, however, Diana began to notice a change in her body. She felt stronger and more energetic than she had in months. She still had the 7 diseases, but they didn't seem to bother her as much as before. In fact, she felt as if she was slowly but surely recovering from them. This gave her hope that maybe, just maybe, she could beat these diseases after all. On the 10th day, Diana went back to her doctor for a checkup. He was shocked by the improvement in her health and decided to run some tests to see how far along she had come. The results showed that her heart was healthier than it had been in years, and she was even starting to regain some of the weight she had lost during her illness. "This is a miracle," her doctor said. "I have never seen anything like this before." Diana was overjoyed. She couldn't believe that she was actually getting better. She thanked her doctor and went home, feeling more hopeful than she had in a long time. From that day forward, Diana's health continued to improve. She was still required to drink a glass of water every day, but she didn't mind because it was worth it to see the progress she was making. In fact, she was so grateful for this therapy that she decided to share it with others who were suffering from chronic illnesses. Diana became an advocate for timeline therapy, helping others to see that there was hope for them as well. Her story spread like wildfire, and soon people from all over the country were coming to her doctor to try the same therapy. At first, many people were skeptical. They couldn't understand why drinking water could possibly cure their ailments. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and many were willing to try anything to improve their health. To their surprise, many of them began to see results almost immediately. People with diabetes found that their blood sugar levels were lower. Those with arthritis experienced less pain and inflammation, and even some cancer patients saw their tumors shrink. As word of Diana's miracle spread, more and more people came to try the therapy. Soon, Diana's doctor was inundated with patients from all walks of life, all hoping for a miracle cure. Diana's story may seem unbelievable, but it is true. She is living proof that when you refuse to give up, miracles can happen. However, it's important to remember that Diana's case was unique. The timeline therapy worked for her, but it may not work for everyone. There are no guarantees in medicine, and what works for one person may not work for another. Nevertheless, Diana's story gives us hope. It reminds us that no matter how dire our situation may seem, we should never give up. With the right attitude and a willingness to try anything, we too can experience miracles in our lives. So what can we learn from Diana's story? First, never give up. No matter how difficult things may seem, always keep trying to find solutions. Second, be open to new ideas. Diana's doctor was willing to try something new and unconventional, and that's what ultimately saved her life. Third, have faith in yourself. Even when no one else believed in her, Diana still believed in herself and her ability to recover. Fourth, don't be afraid to ask for help. Diana reached out to her doctor and never gave up until he helped her. Finally, always stay positive. A positive attitude can go a long way in helping you overcome adversity. Diana's determination and positive attitude were key factors in her recovery. In conclusion, Diana's story is truly remarkable. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of never giving up. While her case may be rare, her story still gives us hope that no matter how difficult our situation may be, we can always find a way through it. If Diana can recover from 7 deadly diseases, then we too can overcome whatever challenges we may face in life. That's all for the day. Please subscribe to my channel. Support me so I can make more videos for you. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and healthy.